Christian, see, he has got a program. We in our Darul Ulooms, in India, Pakistan, Qura, Medina University, Al-Ain, all over the Muslim world, every Muslim university, I take it even Al-Azhar, how many languages do they teach? Arabic and a foreign language? Maybe, in some universities English, maybe in some universities French, one or two. Reason, because your aim is to produce sheikhs and imams to lead people in the salat. You say, oh, Muslim world needs people, we say imams, to do the khatib, to do the khutbah. So you're training the guy to become an imam and to deliver khutbah. You're not training da'is. Therefore, you don't need another language. Now, in America, there is another small group of Christians. They call themselves Mormons. They have the church established in Dubai. You see it in that magazine given in the hotels. Every room has it, about the things of interest in the UAE. And you'll find that the churches. You see that the Mormon church is there in Dubai. Mormons. These Mormons, they start from Salt Lake City in America. In their university, they're teaching 38 languages. I don't know whether you people are listening. 38 languages. What does an American do with 38 languages? Huh? In all the universities of the world, they'll teach one or two. Their university, they teach 38. Why 38?
Training the people.
They have a mission. In their system, every Mormon, he dedicates 2 years of his life for dawah. Free. Absolutely free of charge. 2 years of his life, we are supposed to give 2.5% of our wealth, not 2.5% of our time. But they are prepared to give 2 years of their life for missionary activity. And they are asked at the university level, they said, look, when you qualify, where are you going to go for doing dawah? So the guy said, I'll go to Africa. So which Africa? It's vast, continent. He said, I'll go to South Africa. He said, well, what language you want to learn? What community? There are so many communities in South Africa. There are 11 different languages today, official languages in South Africa, 11. English, Afrikaans, Zulu, Xhosa, Tswana, Mchonga, 11 different. What language? He said, well, I think I'll speak to the Afrikaner, the ruler. So right, you have to learn Afrikaans. The other guy said, I want to speak to the Zulus, so you have to learn Zulu. You want to go to Pakistan, so you have to learn Urdu. You have to go to Indonesia, you have to learn Indonesian. You want to go to Malaysia, you have to learn Malay. 38 different languages they are learning because they have a mission. We have no mission. So we're satisfied with Arabic. Because to do salat and lead people in salat and do the khutbah on Friday, you don't need another language. So they are out to do a job of work for which they're training their people. We are not out to do any job of work, no dawah work. That's not a part of our curriculum. And that is what we lack. We need comparative religion, how to talk to the Yahudi, bil hikmah, how to talk to the Nasara, bil hikmah, how to talk to the Hindu, bil hikmah, how to talk to the atheist, bil hikmah. This is what we need, which we are lacking. And this is not seem to be occurring to our learned people all over the world. In all our Darul Ulooms, this thing is not a problem.
This means that the daw'ah in the Islamic world, those who graduated from universities, even religious universities, are not qualified for dawah work among non-Muslims. Maybe also among Muslims in their countries, if the matter concerns only prayers or leading congregations or delivering Jum'ah speeches or otherwise. What do you suggest in reference to this? What are the qualifications? What are the specifications which qualify the propagator in modern times? How do we bring up the da'iyah, the propagator, to do da'wah work in his Muslim society, or to do da'wah work abroad among the Muslim minorities and among non-Muslims?
You see, I have been conducting classes to train young people. I have been offering my services to the universities, the Muslim universities of the world. So I'm prepared to come along and spend 3 months with you, free of charge at my expense, and train your students to how to respond to the Christian approaches, more especially for those students who are going overseas for further studies. Because whenever children go for further studies to Britain or France or America, the people there are waiting for our children. Because they said, this child here is already trained to speak our language. You don't have to learn his language. And we can work from a home base. And the people will be able to absorb them in the community if they are converted. So they are waiting for our children, and they are like sitting ducks, targets. So now I have been offering my services. And in Saudi Arabia, I have had classes running, training people who are going out overseas for further studies. I said, now master these techniques. I give them what is called a 2-hour intense course, just 2 hours. And this 2 hours is of your lifetime. I don't say I want the man for 40 days or for 4 months. Just 2 hours, and I set him on the road. I arm him with the wherewithal, the Christian, his book of authority, and how to use his book to propagate our ideas. Qul hatu burhanakum, with hikmah. So this is my offer to the Muslims of the world, India, Pakistan, the Muslim universities, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Bahrain, wherever the Muslims are, Turkey. If they want me, I'm prepared to go along and carry this cause as long as Allah gives me the strength to do the job. I'm prepared to do this job absolutely free of charge to any Muslim university in the world. I'm prepared to spend some time and teach them this technique which I have stumbled across, because this is something that you don't find them in books. You don't find them in books. You read books and books, but you don't know how to do the job, how to implement what you're reading. I teach you how to implement it. So this is my offer to the Muslim world. I'm prepared to go to any country in the world to go along and carry out this mission of mine, to train people to how to respond to the Christian missionary activities.
Back again to the question asked before. What are the qualifications and the specifications that the Muslim propagator or da'iyah should have to be able to do da'wah work among non-Muslims? Is it only to follow your ways of propagation that you teach? Are there any other particular specifications to be considered?
You see, this is a word of specialization. There are so many things required for you to become a speaker, to you become a lecturer, to you become an engineer. Everything has got its requirements. But now mine is the minimum requirement that the person needs in that environment where the Christian missionary is going to ask him questions that, look, Christ died for my sins, who died for yours? The one who says that, you see, Islam is a very harsh religion. The God of Islam is very cruel. He's bloodthirsty. For certain crimes, you chop off a man's hands. For certain other crimes, you chop off his head. But our God is a merciful God. He's a loving Father in heaven. Now, how do you respond? Now, this is my method, is to teach the person how to respond to these problems. Otherwise, the qualification that is required is, for a da'i, our Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said, "Ballighu anni walau ayah." Deliver the message regarding me, even if it is one verse. That is all. If you know one fact, share it. And the secret of knowledge is in this saying, that if you start sharing that one fact that you know, Allah will add on